Good evening once again, live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. Here we present to you the details of this news bulletin. His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed al-Nu'mani, Minister of the Royal Office, received in his office today His Excellency James Cleverly, British Minister of State for Middle East and North Africa at the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, and his accompanying delegation within the framework of the Sultanate's interest in the current issues in the regional and international arenas. The meeting also touched upon means of enhancing cooperation to achieve the joint interests between the Sultanate and the United Kingdom. It further reviewed the march of the historic relations binding the two friendly countries and discussed several matters of common concern. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad Al Busaidi, the Foreign Minister, also reviewed the existing relations between the Sultanate and the United Kingdom, means of enhancing them and fruitful cooperation at various diplomatic, economic and cultural fields, while meeting with His Excellency James Cleverly, British Minister of State for Middle East and North Africa at the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office. The announcement of 284 research projects that will receive funding from the Minister of Higher Education, Research and Innovation. The majority of these projects will include subjects in the fields of communications, health, culture, science, social sciences, and others.
The Ministry of Higher Education, Research and Innovation announced it's funding 284 research projects for the year 2020. The projects were proposed by 28 private and government institutions and focus on the fields of communications, information systems, environment and biological resources, health and social services, culture, human sciences, energy and industry, and finally, education. These projects will commit to provide suggestions for novel innovations that would support the country's industry and other sectors, and help them find solutions for challenging problems. The Sultanate invested over 1,200,000 Omani Riyals in these projects, with the aim of building the local research capacity and to provide an environment that is encouraging for researchers. The Sultanate gives great care to the research and innovation sectors, entirely focused on nurturing generations that would use research as a tool to respond to the ever-evolving societal, environmental and economic needs, all in line with the Sultanate's 2040 vision, which hailed research and innovation a national priority.
In a ceremony praised over by His Excellency Engineer Saeed bin Hamoud Al Mawali, Minister of Transport and Communications and Information Technology, the first Omani designed laptop is launched. More details coming up in this report.
The first of its kind Omani computer that is suitable for all was launched today by the Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology. The device is in line with the latest technologies in the market and was designed by talented young Omani capabilities.
It's a two-in-one notebook, so it can be used as a normal laptop or it can be used as a tablet, and it comes with an electronic pen so that you can take notes and do whatever you like with the pen. The development of this product started actually last year. And once we were done with the design, we've contacted or approached the Ministry of Technology and Communication, who incubated this project in the ministry, and they provided all means of support to us so that we come this far. We have strategic partnerships with companies like Intel and Microsoft, who gave us a great hand and help to review our designs and choose our specifications right in order to make sure that we have a product with international standards.
The team, the Omani youth, have been working for the last 5 years on developing this product in terms of design, in terms of creating every single detail. The product, the motherboard mainly, consists of more than almost 2,000 electronic components, which made the uniqueness of this product and what makes it an Omani product developed by the guys. They're supported by international companies, by Intel, and different elements that made ensuring the quality of their development and the product. And we're looking forward to the existence of this product in the market as to compete with all the different products that are available as well.
On the sidelines of the launching event, Oman ICT Group signed an agreement with the Ansar Company to become one of the group companies specialized in designing and manufacturing technical solutions using emerging technologies that are compatible with the Internet of Things and robotics technologies, as well as enhancing the production line of computers.
Oman ICT Group have invested in Ansar as an arm for the new technologies. So Ansar will be the investment arm or the technical arm for the emerging technologies, mainly focusing on the artificial intelligence, Internet of Things and robotics. We are targeting through this investment, and it's the first investment for the ICT Group in the emerging technologies, to evolve and invest in the fourth industrial revolution technologies to build the ecosystem of the digital economy in Oman.
The device was named O50, referring to Oman and the 50th National Day. The design of this computer comes with a lightweight in addition to other features, including having an ID card reader and the possibility of converting it into a touch-enabled tablet device, as well as the option to add a mobile nano SIM to connect to the internet via 3G or 4G network. The first Omani computer is a milestone achievement for the Omani youth and a vital initiative, especially with the growing demand to work remotely in light of COVID-19 pandemic. صالح بن خلفان الرحبي, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
You're watching the Sultanate of Oman Television, and yet to come in our news bulletin, Al-Wusta Wildlife Reserve witnessed the birth of a new oryx. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Minister of Health announced that the total number of registered infected cases of coronavirus in the Sultanate reached 110,594, while the total number of deaths reached 1,114. The total number of recoveries reached 96,400, as the cure rate is set at 87.1%. The ministry stated that the number of inpatients during the past 24 hours has reached 50, while the total number of inpatients in the hospital reached 504, of whom 201 were in intensive care units. Now, the cultural and literary landscape in Oman holds a variety of genres. Many aspiring young female writers have carved their own works to contribute to Oman's literary output. Ishraq Al-Nahdi, a young Omani female writer with a passion for short stories that reflect Omani identity and heritage, is the author of Kharvajat that documents a traditional game in the Far, and the author of Wavy Wall, a collection of stories. Thamna Al-Jandal, the author of Bahr al-Zain and Al-Hadiqa al-Sultana, is another aspiring female Omani writer from the Governorate of the Far, with focus on short stories that address social issues such as marriage, ignorance, and witchcraft and love. Al-Wusta Wildlife Reserve witnessed the birth of a new oryx. Oryx pregnancy period lasts for around 8.5 months, and the newborn can stand and follow its mother after 1 hour from birth. Female oryxes tends to their inborns through breastfeeding for 4 months until they can take care of themselves and live with the rest of the herd. Al-Wusta Wildlife Reserve is a sanctuary for around 700 heads of endangered Arabian oryxes. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and to end this news bulletin, here are the main points once again. 228 research projects are financed in the fields of communication, health, culture, and human sciences. Supported by the Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology, the first Omani designed computer is launched. And the total infected and death cases of coronavirus are increased in the Sultanate. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin, brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. From the entire news team here in the studio and the newsroom, we thank you for joining us. Wish you a pleasant evening and stay at home, safe and healthy. Good night.